12 Hinge prompts that'll actually help your matches get to know you. Before we get started, if you like this video, then please don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps. Let's continue with the article. Creating a perfect dating app profile is an art and a science. On Hinge, prompts can help you showcase what you're all about, what you want, and what you want to know about your matches, all before either of you even swipe right. Coming up with creative answers can be daunting, but because you've got space for 3 Hinge prompts, you can actually cover a ton of ground. We found that the best profiles really tell a story, they tell us who you are, and they tell us different things about you, says Hinge's Director of Relationship Science, Logan Ury, author of How to Not Die Alone. And you can use your pictures and your prompts to really tell that story. One of the biggest mistakes users make isn't necessarily creating a bad profile, it's creating an unmemorable one. When you're swiping left and right in a major metropolitan area, there are tens of thousands of people within a given demographic group who are swiping at a given time, says online dating expert Dr. Jess Carbino, former sociologist for Tinder and Bumble, adding that brief, vague answers make it hard to stand out from the pack. Everyone has something interesting about themselves, but most people don't necessarily think they do, and that has come across very clearly in the course of my research, and it's very evident when you read online dating profiles, Carbino says. If you talk with people more in depth, you're able to discover those things that are more meaningful and distinguishable. It might feel like a challenge to share or even identify your most unique, quirky thoughts, interests, and dreams, but the payoff can be so worth it. What we found in our research is people are like, I'm looking for someone who's going to put effort into dating, Ury says. And if you're not willing to put effort into your profile, maybe you aren't willing to put effort into dating. With all of that in mind, here are 17 Hinge prompts, and some expert-approved answer suggestions, that will help you go from a match to a conversation to a first date, and maybe even a second. We're rooting for you. 1. Green flags I look for. Ideally, your profile tells people 3 things: who you are, what you're looking for, and what it would be like to date you, Ury says. This question is a great way to hint at what you want, what you'd be like as a partner, and, in a way, who you are. It also offers your matches an opportunity to tell you a little about what it would be like to date them. 2. I'm looking for. It might be tempting to go the straightforward route, especially if you're on the apps for a very specific reason. If you're just looking to casually meet someone who can show you around a new city, for example, go ahead and let your matches know. But there's also an opportunity here to be creative. Take one of Ury's clients, who wanted to express that he was looking for a serious relationship and share his passion for reading. We put, I'm looking for somebody to combine my bookshelves with, and I really liked it because now I know he likes reading and I can talk to him about books, she says. And also, I know he's looking for something serious, but it didn't come across as something like, I want to get married in the next 2.5 years. 3. Unusual skills. This prompt can help you showcase your passions, or maybe some niche talents you've picked up at a job or class. Anything that comes with a story is a great bet, but if you're really trying to turn conversations into dates, Hint that you know how to find good seats at a crowded bar, or you're weirdly good at Scrabble, and you happen to know of an amazing board game cafe too. 4. Typical Sunday. According to Yuri, this can be a great way to give a swiper a glimpse into what your relationship could look like. After all, if you're in it for the long haul, you might be spending quite a few Sundays together. For example, if someone stays really active, they could write, "I wake up, I ride my Peloton, then I meet up with my friends for a hike, then later I go to a barbecue and this and that," she says. Versus if you're somebody who's more of a homebody, maybe that's not as appealing to you. 5. The best way to ask me out is by looking to get some dates on your cal. Look no further. Set up your matches to ask you on your dream date by letting them know you want to be invited to their favorite local bar or on a park picnic. Or, if you're feeling super direct, asking me out works, too. 6. I know the best spot in town for. Here's another prompt that's bound to help you set up some dates. Cheap drinks or Indian food is too vague, though. If there's a specific dish you love or music genre you're into, tell your swipers that you've got them covered when it comes to LA's best matcha ice cream or a cute jazz bar. 7. Together, we could. Try this prompt if you're stuck on a question that shows what it would be like to date you. Outlining a dream date would work well, whether it's as simple as, go on a day trip to the beach before summer ends, or as, aspirational as drink champagne on a balcony in the south of France. If you're looking for something specific, say, you're sober and not looking to go to bars, you can also sneak that into this answer, too. Together, we could check out Chicago's best zero-proof bars. 8. I geek out on. Share your passions. And don't forget, we're talking about things that make you geek out, weird, super specific interests, hobbies, and talents. If you know everything there is to know about Survivor or growing plants and herbs from your tiny, cramped apartment, now's the time to show off your knowledge. 9. First round is on me if. This prompt is guaranteed to land you some dates and, more importantly, help find common ground. One Seinfeld fan on Reddit, for example, had some luck saying they'd buy their matches a drink if they also celebrate Festivus. 10. 2 truths and a lie. Yuri says that this is one of the most engaging prompts. There's just a natural tendency for curiosity, and so when you have 2 truths and a lie, even if you're like, oh it's probably that one, you're just more likely to message the person because you want to know the answer or you want to know the story, she says. And I think especially if you want to share some unique things about you, it's a good forum for that. 11. My simple pleasures. This prompt is a great way to showcase tons of your interests, and even turn-ons. The more niche, the better. Sometimes we think if we're more broad, we'll attract more people, but it's actually in being specific that I think more people relate, Yuri says. 12. Best travel story. Unique experiences and anecdotes can help your profile stand out, and also get a convo started. If possible, pique your match's curiosity by leaving the story open-ended. I got lost in Venice without my phone, couldn't find my way back to the hotel, and you'll just have to ask me what happened next. Hope you found these tips helpful. Please check out my other videos and don't forget to subscribe.